Welcome to Friendly Math 101. Today's lesson is over, an introduction to slope, and finding slope from a graph. So for our introduction to slope, I'm just going to mention what slope is. Slope is talked about with a linear function, meaning a line. What slope is a measure of the line's steepness, or also known as its rate of change. When we are describing slope from a graph, we usually talk about it as rise over run. So this rise over run is going to be very important when we're finding slope from a graph. Rise is how much you go up or down. Run is how much you go to the left or the right. If you are going up on the rise, it's going to be a positive number. If you're going down on the rise, it's going to be a negative number. If you're going to the right on the run, it's going to be a positive. If you go to the left on the run, it's going to be a negative number. So here's our first example. When we're calculating rise over run, we need to pick 2 points from the graph. So I'm just going to pick this one here, and I'll make them bigger, and this one down here. Remember, I want to calculate the rise over the run. When I look at the rise over the run, I always want to start with the leftmost point. I think it's the easiest. So the leftmost point is this one here. Rise is how much I need to go up or down to the next point. So here's my next point. Obviously, I need to go down. So I'm going to count how many units I need to go down to get to my next point. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 units down to get to my next point. Since I'm going down, it's going to be a negative 8. Then I'm going to put my fraction bar there. When I went down 8, I am right here. Now I need to know how much to go over to get to my point. So here I need to go to the right 2 spaces. When I'm going to the right, that's positive, so it's going to be a positive 2. And then you just divide. So my slope is going to be negative 4. Now when we talk about slope, slope is usually known as the letter M. So how I'm going to write it is M equals negative 4. M is just the variable we use to reference slope. So the M, or the slope, is equal to negative 4 in this case. Here's our next example. Again, I want to do the same thing. Calculate my rise over my run. To do that, I need to pick 2 points on my graph. So I'll pick these 2 here. My rise is how much I go up or down. Notice that I'm looking at my leftmost point first that I picked. To get to my next point, I need to go up 1. Since I'm going up, it's positive. Then I go to the right 2. Since I'm going to the right, it's positive. And so my M, or my slope, is equal to 1/2 because that does not reduce. Just as a reminder here, you can use any point on this line that you want to, any 2 points. It doesn't have to be the points I pick. You'll always end up getting the same slope if it's a line. You just might have to reduce a little bit more. The last thing we're going to talk about are special cases of slope. The special cases are horizontal and vertical lines. So first, starting out by special case, let's talk about horizontal lines. That would be a horizontal line there. The horizontal lines have a slope of 0. Horizontal is 0. Horizontal is 0. So my slope in this case would equal 0. Then we have vertical lines. A vertical line is undefined. A vertical line is undefined. So my slope, we would just write undefined. that would actually be the answer for my slope. So horizontal is 0 and a vertical line is undefined. Horizontal, 0, vertical line, undefined. And those are the special cases of slope. Thank you for watching, and for more math tutorials, please subscribe to our channel, Friendly Math 101.